Welcome to VNN, I'm Hannah Bernard. Today we are joined with a few of the men behind Golden Arrow Resources, which trades on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the symbol GRG. Now the company is focused on exploring base and precious metal projects in Argentina. They have several projects in Argentina, but are mainly focused on the Chinchilla silver project in Jujuy. I am honored to be here with the Vice President of Corporate Communications, Hurd, and the CEO, Joe Grosso. Now, Joe Grosso is also the founder of the Grosso Group and the man who has believed in Argentina as a mining prospect since 1993. Now, Joe, I want to know the history. Can you tell me why Argentina was the destination that you focused on for mining exploration and how Golden Arrow Resources all began?
Hannah, thank you for inviting me on your show. I feel privileged to have this opportunity to answer two pressing questions in our organization. One is why Argentina? And the other one is why Golden Arrow? Well, Argentina for me was a vision that I created in 1993 visiting my family. When I discovered it through a geologist, a neighbor of my sister, the vision was that we took a major land position in proximity to Chile, and that also is the witness of how many red spots that you see on the map. Those are the locations where we are located at the moment, and they are extremely prospective locations. Of course, the red spots locations on the map have yielded us three major discoveries. Navidad, Guacamayo in 1998, and of late Chinchilla North in the north of the country. And the reason why Argentina is that we can demonstrate that currently there are 145 companies which are operating in Argentina, and I have chosen a few out of the public information that was available of the most recognizable top companies operating there, which really testify that Argentina is a good destination. It's safe, and the geology and discoveries are almost an everyday occurrence. In addition to that, which are in Argentina, are happy to be in Argentina, and they're both in production and near production. The last one, of course, is Golden Arrow, Chinchilla, up north in the province of Jujuy, which is located on a mining belt, silver mining belt, where other companies are in production and operating at the moment.
I think that will give investors such a comfort to know that the CEO has such a history on the exploration site. So thank you for sharing that with us, Joe. Now, Hurd is also with us today. As Vice President of Corporate Communications, Golden Arrow recently had an announcement of over 100 million ounce equivalent silver discovery on your Chinchilla project. How do you feel this has made Golden Arrow more attractive for investors, Sean?
Well, I mean, we're very excited after the discovery, and I think investors should be as well. It's taken us less than 8 months from drilling to get to our first resource calculation, producing over 100 million ounces of silver equivalent. It's quite remarkable in this day and age. We're also moving very quickly on the property. We're right now permitting for continued drilling. We're working on our preliminary economic assessment, and we're looking to go quite quickly. Yet, compared to our peers, if you look at the valuation, we're trading for only pennies on the dollar compared to the silver resource we've just announced.
Now, I recently read that you have referred to the Chinchilla project as a deposit for the times. Can you tell me why?
Well, we coined the phrase deposit for the times because if you look in the marketplace today, the market's really not anxious to fund very high capex projects, mining projects, but yet Chinchillas just makes sense. It's close to surface, we've got outstanding metallurgy, we've got a high-grade core at surface, we can see a quick payback, and it's just the type of project in today's market environment that you can see moving forward very quickly.
All right, Sean, so a question that we often get from our viewers is what other mining companies are active in the exploration area? How is the mining community around Golden Arrow's mining sites?
Well, in the area that we're in, which is the Bolivian tin silver belt, to the north of us there's San Cristobal, which is the third largest silver producer in the world. 30 kilometers to the west, we have Silver Standard's Periquitas mine. About 65 kilometers to the south, Glencore has 2 operating smelters. And not quite in the region, but notable is Coeur d'Alene just purchased in December of 2012 a large silver deposit in Argentina. As of also note is 2 mines have been produced within our region, not produced rather, but permitted within our region within the last 6 months alone.
All right, so it's quite clear that the Chinchilla project is your core focus. What options does Golden Arrow have to advance the Chinchilla silver discovery?
To advance chinchillas, there's several options, and that really goes to why we call it a deposit of our times. Within the region, there are other companies operating, so there is a potential for a partnership with one of the existing companies or a company from outside of the country, and we feel we can expand the deposit. Also, there's a high-grade core of this deposit right at surface, and that's important. If you want to produce a mine and put in your capital costs, you're going to have a very quick payback. Additionally, our capital costs we do not anticipate to be that high. So it does make it very attractive. It's not a capital intensive or a very huge CapEx mining project, and we feel it's something that there's many options that we could move it forward. And again, that's why we call it a deposit for the times.
Well, I want to say thank you to the both of you, Joe Grosso and Sean Hurd. You have proven that Golden Arrow Resources is a company that we should all be aware of. Do you have any further comments that you would like to share with our viewers before you go?
The comment that I would like to leave the viewer with is that in our times and this particular market, there's a lot of opportunity out there amongst the downturn. And for us, what it is we have a major silver discovery. We have $10 million in cash. And the valuation that we're getting for our silver discovery that we just announced is minimal. You're almost able to get this discovery for free. I think it's a very worthwhile company to look into, and I think we've got a very bright future.
Really exciting things coming from Golden Arrow Resources, as we've seen in this interview. Thank you so much for joining us for another CEO interview. To make sure that you don't miss any of our updates from the market, be sure to click that subscribe button to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook and Twitter. For VNN, I'm Hannah Bernard.